Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. This is your boy Marco Stats, and we are back with another Vedic astrology lesson. Today we're going to be talking about Swati Nakshatra. Swati is the 15th Nakshatra, spanning from 6 degrees to 20 degrees in the zodiac sign of Libra. It is ruled by the north node of the moon, Rahu, and its deity is Vayu, the wind god. Swati is associated with independence, adaptability, and resilience. Individuals born under this nakshatra are often seen as self-reliant, free-spirited, and ambitious. One of the key attributes of a Swati native is that they're free-spirited. They hate being controlled or confined. They have a do-it-my-own-way mentality. They can be gentle like the wind, but also destructive like a storm if pushed. They often move through life experimenting until they find their rhythm, like a kite catching the right current. There's a balance between grace and rebellion. Think of someone who looks calm on the outside, but is constantly seeking their inner freedom. Okay, since it's ruled by Vayu, the wind god, Swati's energy teaches you how to flow like the wind and adapt, but not lose your individuality. It's all about learning how to be free without being lost. The symbol is literally a young plant swaying in the wind. It's about bending, but not breaking. You can't cage a Swati soul. They're meant to explore, experiment, and reinvent themselves until they find their flow. Okay, let's look at the dark side now. And I just want to remind you guys that every single nakshatra, every single sign has a low vibration and a high vibration. So like I stated before, their independence and their adaptability and their self-starter mentality is some of the high vibrational attributes of Swati. But now moving to some of the low vibrational qualities, sometimes Swati need freedom so badly that they can end up isolating themselves from the group. They'll reject help or commitment just to prove that they can do it alone. Because Rahu rules Swati, their mind can never sit still. They're always chasing the next version of themselves, a new image, a new phase, a new identity that can lead to burnout or a feeling of emptiness. Another low vibrational quality is that sometimes they can be people-pleasing. Since Swati sits in Libra, they naturally want harmony, but sometimes they'll sacrifice their own truth just to avoid conflict. They can talk like rebels, but act like diplomats. They can end up trying to please everyone, which kills their authenticity. When they finally snap, it shocks people because they've been bottling in their wind for too long. Rahu gives Swati a hunger for status, validation, and power, especially social or creative recognition. They can get addicted to the aesthetic of freedom, fashion, social media, clout, instead of real spiritual independence. It's the classic doing too much energy, trying to reinvent themselves every week just to stay relevant. Deep down, they fear not being seen. Sometimes they can come across as emotionally disconnected. But now going back to the high vibration, Swati natives are the self-made soul. They're the true independent self-made soul. Swati's energy is born to stand alone. These people build themselves from the ground up. No shortcuts, no handouts. They move through life like the wind, unseen yet powerful enough to shape mountains over time. They inspire others by showing what self-trust and resilience really look like. Remember, y'all, this nakshatra is in Libra, so these people have natural charm, style, artistry. They're often seen as trendsetters. They catch the vibe before it's even mainstream. They can always reinvent themselves in ways to feel fresh, authentic, and inspiring to others. If you're a Swati native, or if you have strong Swati influence in your chart, and if you have your own independent business, you're doing good, shorty. If you don't, definitely look into it. Swati natives are perfect for starting businesses in the creative field or in futuristic spaces like digital media and content creation, fashion and branding, music, film or voice-based work, spiritual coaching or astrology, e-commerce or niche online brands, social impact or justice-focused ventures, etc. Swati entrepreneurs don't just make money, they make movements. Their business become a breath of fresh air for other people. So do you know more about Swati? If you do, comment on this video. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you give your boy a follow. I'm also doing readings, so if you want me to read your chart, I can tell you about career, relationships, family, anything that you want. I'm doing readings. Feel free to message me, and I got you. More content on the way, shorty. Sweet!